What's up, everybody? We are in Bridgewater, New Jersey at Gold's Gym Bridgewater, 4 weeks out from the 2014 Mr. Olympia 50th anniversary. We are getting ready, grinding it out. Only 4 weeks left. Got a lot of cool things coming up for you guys. Filming some arms today for muscular development. Tomorrow I'm filming Battle for the Olympia here at Gold's Gym Bridgewater. And next week I'll be in California working with Charles Glass for a week. We're gonna get some good footage out there for you guys to check out on my road to the Olympia. So we're gonna smash some arms today and show you guys how we roll 4 weeks out. Normally, I never do the same workout twice. This morning I woke up around 6 o'clock. Got up at 6 o'clock, went to go see Jimmy Bluff. He was about an hour away from my house up north of New Jersey. Worked on me for about a good two and a half hours. So we worked on quads, ham, calves, shoulders, and arms. So, you know, when he works on you, he's really breaking up the muscle fibers and open up a lot of adhesions and allow more blood flow to the muscle. So you got to be really careful when you get, you know, certain deep tissues done on the same day you train, because your muscle is a lot more pliable than it normally is, and you know, is really going to get full of muscle. So today, instead of doing, you know, straight bis and then straight tries, I'm going to alternate and do a bi, 4 sets of a bi, 4 sets of a try, 4 sets of a bi, 4 sets of a try, you know, to allow maximum blood into the muscle and also prevent any injury, because my muscle is really, you know, pumped already from him working on me. So anybody that gets worked on, deep tissue or worked on by Jimmy Bluff the day they train, really be smart about it, because I've heard a lot of people that get deep tissues before they work out and they end up injuring themselves because they feel so good that they overdo it and overexert themselves and end up tearing a muscle or you know, tweaking something. So just be careful. One more.
Ain't nothing.
Fuck.
A little pump, that's all. Let's go. Come on. Rock him out. Breathe, come on. Yep.
Shit.
Yeah, buddy.
Come on. Yep.
Yep. Come on. Come on.
Fuck, man. God damn. Pump is so much more intense when you get worked on. I could do that and just be done with tries for the day. Oh, man. Always doing crazy shit. We did giant sets on Monday for legs. That was fun, right, Rich?
Oh, yeah.
Picked 4 different exercises, 15 reps, 4 rounds. Boom, boom. You know, you can't always come into the gym, do the same shit every day. You know, this is a job for me. Most people, it's a hobby, but unfortunately, this is a job that you don't have to do the same thing every day. You don't have to sit behind a desk 9 to 5 and stare at a computer, do the same thing. You know, the fun of this is you can come in and do what you want, as long as you're doing it balls to the wall and busting your ass, lifting heavy weight. That's all that matters. You know, that's the joy I get of working out, especially with my training partners, that we're always changing up, doing crazy shit. During the process, sometimes it sucks because we want to throw up, but at the end of the day, it's fun. I enjoy it. one of the very few jobs I've ever enjoyed doing in my life.
Come on. Come on.
I've talked about this before, but anybody that's watched an arm training video, when you're doing preachers and a lot of bicep exercises, one thing that I learned from Charles, you really want to keep your wrist back, take the forearm out of the movement instead of muscling it with your wrists. So when you're doing any type of like preacher curl, even like straight bar cable curls, if you're able to, instead of staying this way and curling, you take your hand and turn it back and do the curl like that. You're taking out the forearm of the motion, so you're really concentrating on your bicep. So that's when I do preachers, I really focus on keeping my wrist back. This was the first exercise on the first day that I ever trained with Charles. I remember doing these, and I was with Sean Roden. We were doing preacher curls, and I grabbed the bar, and Charles grabbed my wrist and snapped them back, and he goes, "You keep your wrist back when you do those." And ever since that day, that's what I do to everybody I train arms with. As soon as we do preachers, they grab the bar, I grab the wrist and put it back. Can't do as much weight, but at the end of the day, we're not powerlifters. You know, when you're benching and squatting, you want to throw around heavy-ass weight, that's one thing, but there's certain things you really have to focus on. And for me, not doing really crazy heavy weight and doing higher reps and really squeezing the muscle for arms especially has made great improvements in my arm development. So definitely something to give a try. Charles Glass special. Pick up some new stuff to show you guys next week. But this is just a simple superset. You're just doing skull crushers, and then 12, 15. What you do, you take the bar, turn your wrist all the way out, so the bar is laying almost across your forearm. So you're coming down maybe about a third of the way down, almost like a little pump. That little pump for 12 to 15 reps blows your triceps up. So that's another Charles Glass special. I know I talk about him a lot, but you know, I'm 32, been bodybuilding for 11 years, and I've been with Charles, trained with him for about 2 years now, and I learn new shit all the time. So, you know, you guys are lucky to have people like Charles and some of the pros that we have on MD talk to you guys and give out, you know, tidbits of information like that. Because little things like that, you know, from nutrition that we pay our nutritionists for, or trainers that we pay our trainers to help us do, and we give you a lot of guys information for free, even though you have the occasional douchebag, hater, troll online that's probably going to make fun of something that I'm doing in this video, whether they say I curse too much, or I'm a hater, or I'm a midget, whatever other dumb adjectives you guys want to come up with. If you don't like what you see or how I train or what I do, then as soon as you see it's me on the video, pause it and don't watch it. But for everybody else who cares and appreciates what I do and how I try to help all my fans out, and you know, I want nothing but the best for everybody out there as far as bodybuilders are concerned, and I want all of you to accomplish your goals and your dreams like I have. And if you're one of the select few who have nothing to do but sit behind a keyboard and bash everybody else, then maybe you should ask your mother to invest in maybe some new friends, because clearly the internet's not the thing for you. Four weeks till Mr. Olympia. Oh, man. Fourth consecutive year being in Olympia. I've been a pro since '08. Did my pro debut in 2010, my first year competing. And then ever since 2011, I've been in Olympia every year. And it's awesome. First time I was there, it was nice just to say, I was in the Olympia, you know, because some people turn pro and some people never turn pro. And then some people turn pro and all they want to do is make it to the Olympia and, you know, say they competed there. But after you competed there once, twice, 3 times, now going on the 4th, you know, as a competitor in any sport, you want to win. You never want to go to the Super Bowl and turn around and say, well, at least I was in it. We were in the Super Bowl. Nobody really remembers who was in the Super Bowl. They remember who won. Do I think realistically I'm going to win the Olympia this year? No, I'm a realist. I don't think my time's come yet. I don't think I'm at my all-time best. I think at 32 years old, I'm beginning to be better and better. But I don't think this is the best I can be. I think in the next 1 to 2 years, I think I'm going to be a contender to win that Sandow and be a Mr. Olympia. You know, there's a lot of great guys that I compete against, and guys that I'm very close with. Guys like Jose, Flex, David. Those are guys. Those 3 guys in the 212 are 3 of my closest friends, and you know, I haven't competed against Eduardo or Sammy as much as I have Jose, David, and Flex. Flex I've never beaten. David I've never beaten. But if you look back and kind of see who's beaten who in the grand scheme of things, that's what's so good about the sport, is that it's a close battle every show. Jose upped Flex at the New York Pro a few years ago. Jose also beat David back in 2010 at the Europa Hartford show. And, you know, I've never beaten Flex or David, but I've beaten Jose. So depending upon how you look at it, Jose's beating those guys. Does that say, am I good enough to beat those guys? Right now, you know, who knows? I think as a bodybuilder, I'm not lacking any major body part. I don't think I'm not missing arms. I'm not missing a back. Clearly I'm not missing legs. But I think my overall shape needs more maturity. And I think that's going to come within the next year or 2. But, you know, after last year, standing on stage, you know, especially even after this year, you know, I did 3 shows, 1 or 2 out of 3 of them. You know, personally, I think I should have won all 3. You know, that's where people are going to jump on board and say I'm a hater, but, you know, call it what you want to call it. But, you know, I thought I was better at New York. I thought it was my all-time best, and I thought I deserved to win, but I didn't. You know, the chips fall where they fell. It is what it is. Today, the new Olympia, and you know, my goal this year, I've been 7th 2 years in a row, and my goal is to be, you know, top 5. It's a blessing to be top 3, but, you know, anything better than 7th place this year is a win for me. And, you know, I think top 5 is an attainable goal, and that's what I'm striving for. So, I think I'm going to shock a lot of people in 4 weeks. So I'm excited. So that wraps it up today at Gold's Gym Bridgewater. 4 weeks out, the 50th anniversary of the Mr. Olympia. I want to thank Rob and Mary Zampetti for having a great gym, literally 2 minutes from my house. Ever since they took over, which once was a powerhouse, they turned it into a Gold's Gym. They did a great job. Made it a really hardcore, fitness-friendly gym. So thanks, you guys. Also want to thank my sponsors. First and foremost, Muscular Development and Steve Bleckman for all the support. BSN, you know, you guys are my biggest support system, not only in bodybuilding, but in my career path as one of your sales reps. Also want to thank Cardillo, Protan, P28 breads, and Spreads, and Red Rose Rejuvenation for all their help, and Jimmy Bluff for everything that he does for me, and all the help and support that he gives. And you know, just keep an eye out, guys. Got a lot of cool things coming up in the next couple weeks with MD, leading up to the 2014 Mr. Olympia. You know, and just so you guys know, I know a lot of guys think I'm, you know, come across arrogant or like an asshole, but I just speak what's on my mind. Truth is I really do love this sport. I love the fans. You know, even the people that hate on you, you know, we go back and forth and bust balls on the internet. You know, you got to remember something, that you guys all out there have an opportunity to gain knowledge and experience and talk to pros one-on-one on a daily basis. You know, people like myself and some of the older pros, we didn't have that growing up as an amateur. I sure as shit didn't. You might not like somebody's physique or training style or, you know, personality, but, you know, some of the negative comments that I see online is pretty disrespectful, and it sucks because so many pros like myself really try to grow this sport, and it's really hard to grow a sport when you have a lot of negativity. That's something I'm personally trying to change in the way that, you know, I present myself. You know, I love everybody I compete with. You know, everybody thinks me and Aaron Clark have like this arch rivalry. We don't. He beat my ass in New York. I'm gonna beat his ass come the Olympia. But he's a good dude. You know, he's a really awesome bodybuilder. We talked a lot leading up to New York. We talked a lot backstage. We still talk. You know, that's one thing about this sport. We battle it out every year, every competition on stage. But afterwards, man, we're all friends. This is it's a business. You know, we got to keep it that way and separate business from personal lives. So I really hope you guys maybe take some of the things that I say to heart and really start, you know, being a little more respectful to a lot of the pros that are here to help you guys. So until next time, keep updated on musculardevelopment.com. Make sure you pick up the mag. My new column just came out this month, No Ordinary Guy. Check it out. And shout out to Charles Glass for his little shout out, calling me the most 212 improved bodybuilder of this year. Coming for that O, baby. Peace.